confused, and then he was himself, and he shared with me, he said, and then I saw mine, and I knew it was a party. Had to share that. So in starting Dad's party, as most of you know, his birthday is history. His mom says it was on the 12th when he was born, and his birth certificate says the 13th. And when I was doing the math and I was putting this together, and I was thinking after 120 birthdays, Dad, wow, you've got the looks and the wit and the body of a 60-year-old.
Yeah. We were really lucky.
Missed that.
Growing up, everybody knows Dad loves the outdoors, so we got to camp and fish and do all that fun stuff. He would go off hunting, but his idea of real excitement is when two people get a fish on in the same boat at the same time. And that's enough for him to just throw his pole right out into the water. And that's a true story. That's what he did.
So most of you probably already know about Dad's childhood attempt to freeze a fart. Now it is with the appropriate pressure and under the correct temperature. It is scientifically possible to freeze a fart, Dad. And that is why we are so proud today, your three daughters, to be able to present to you this frozen fart.
Don't anybody light a match.
Fulfill your lifelong dream. Now, Dad, don't open that. Please.
That's not my part.
And he was the volunteer for that part.
I guess she was.
Okay, so I
That was
recall.
all three of us.
He's got to make
I
corrections.
think it was
here.
probably Larry's
That
idea.
was I'm sure.
He was always the brain.
Oh,
I'm right.
and the fart.
That's the most creative thing I ever thought of in my life.
So I recall a time, and this is kind of getting a little sentimental, but I recall a time that a boy broke up with me over the phone. And Dad was the only one home, so he knew he had to do something. He gave me a big hug, and he reminded me that he was one man that would always let me home. And then he offered up his cure-all, which was a toasted cheese sandwich. In his mind, that cures everything, even a broken heart.
He made me something else. She's pretty good.
Yeah, they are good. I don't think I ate it though.
This next one's kind of embarrassing, but I'm just gonna say it here. Dad was outnumbered. 3 daughters, a wife. Okay, 4 women in his life. He's the only man. We usually knew better than to ask him to pick up feminine supplies because it's kind of embarrassing for him, I guess. And one time, though, I was pretty darn desperate. I said, Mom, please call Dad, tell him to stop at the store. This is the kind I want. He needs to get these for me. Anyway, so Dad, a while later, he shows up. And he says, where's my feminine items? Where are they at? I need them now. And he says, well, I went down the aisle, and I looked at them, and here's some Diet Pepsi. We all know that was my drink of choice at the time.
Now, Dad really did his best to raise us as nice little ladies. And I have to say for the most part that he did a pretty good job. But there were times that we ladies were not so ladylike, and we did embarrass him here and there. A particular story where I'm the bad one, the one misbehaving, was once he had us go visit a friend of his. And he told us that this friend did not have any legs and she was in a wheelchair. And we were not to stare at her because it is rude to stare. So being only 3 or 4 at the time, when we got there, upon seeing this nice lady, I said to my dad, repeatedly I suppose, Daddy, why can't I stare at her? Why? not to pants him at a party. He'll try to repay you by peeing out the third-story window, aiming at your head.
Yeah.
I've never heard whether this was a hit or a miss, and I'm not sure I want to know.
I can't remember if that's the reason I did it.
That's the reason you told me.
Had it been that tailwind, you would have got him. Right?
It was all over mine.
I got spanked
That's
for
what
it.
was spanked me.
Oh, Harry thought to be quiet over there.
I think I did.
He doesn't want to know the real reason.
I hear you. You remember?
Did he hit you? He got him.
Oh, okay, it was a hit. All right.
Gary's the one you got spanked for making fun of that guy one time.
Yeah, right.
And then Dad got you spanked for laughing at you.
So, more embarrassing stories for me. I'm not sure if I'm an embarrassed dad or embarrassed myself. Probably both. I was in the grocery store one day with Mom, and Mom's quite a put-together young lady. She's got herself together most of the time. Well, she caught me picking my nose. I guess. I was young. I don't know. I think I might have been just scratching it. But anyway, she said, "Don't do that, Carrie." I said, looked at her real innocently. "Why not? Daddy does it." Oh my gosh.
Now I'm embarrassed.
Oh, you didn't have to be there.
Well, Dad, he had to practice a lot of patience having 3 daughters and a wife like our mom. Just kidding, Mom. When Mom went to cosmetology school, Dad let her give him a perm. Now, he won't admit that, but it's a true story. So, of course, he didn't mind when she practiced on him in nursing school. But unfortunately for him, he didn't realize that a catheter does not feel good.
I didn't get that one.
Oh, another good one going towards Dad's grace and personality is he one time came in and told me to turn down my music probably more than 3 or 4 times. And instead of demanding the 4th or 5th time that I turn it off or turn it down, he just went and turned off the electricity to my room.
So I heard, Dad, that you were expecting a recliner for your birthday this year. That's what I heard. Well, I'm very sorry. We did not get you the recliner, but we threw you this party. So I hope you like it. And I'm really happy. We've got more for you.
Mom almost let the cat out of the bag.
Oh!
Why? She said they were getting me a
Recovery.
She didn't tell us that part. She just said, Dad thinks you're getting him a recliner.
Well, it's
Well,
kind
that's the only thing. She was taking some money out of the bank
Yeah.
for part of it. And she said she was going together. You guys give me a birthday present. And I said, well, the only thing I can think of would cost that much. It's a recliner.
well, we hope you're enjoying your recliner.
Yes.
I am.
You just have to use mine
So
until.
she let on that it was a recliner.
Well, to kind of wrap things up so we can get to that bowling, let's just say that most people would tell us that Stephanie and Carrie and I were a lot like our father. Always sniffing.
Always sniffing.
And in closing, Dad was always a wonderful father, and he's proven to be an even more wonderful grandfather. And he even came up with a very special lullaby for Samantha and Nicole, and they can help us sing it if they like.
You ready?
And it's to the tune of Achy Breaky Heart. Don't make a fart, a stinky, stinky fart. Dad, it's always been about the fart with this man. So if everybody will raise their glasses and join us in saying happy birthday to this old fart. And we'd like to open it up if anybody else has any special memories or just wants to wish Dad happy birthday. There'll be quite a few at this
Just keep
table.
quiet about it.
What's that?
How do you measure a pig's tail with your finger?
Oh!
Tell us, Dad.
I told you that the other day.
I heard about that.
We asked him about
Oh,
it too.
you want another beer?
About that.
Which color do you want? Orange or yellow?
How about the time, Uncle Randy, when Grandpa Turney bailed you out? Do you remember that?
Oh, he bailed you out of jail.
He from what I understand, it was either Corvallis or Albany, and you got arrested for MIP and DWI, and
Oh.
he bailed you out, but he waited until the next day or something.
Oh, good for you.
Oh, the version I heard was he waited.
Did he bail you out right away?
He waited about 3 months. That's why you have a beer.
Right. Randy missed the first month of school. In the 4th grade.
Yeah.
I didn't know that
Yeah, he
either.
did.
What I don't understand,
I don't think
what I
I'm
don't
gonna go about
understand
what
is
you
how a
guys-
man his age doesn't have a recliner.
You know, I used to sit at the bay window in our house at Coos Bay. I'd sit on the floor and lean back against the step to the bay window.
He
That was
always
my
sat
chair.
on the floor. He'd sit on the floor and lean against the couch.
Yeah.
And we'd sit there and we'd do his hair.
When we were really little.
We're gonna be beauticians like mommy.
Now anything's like a recliner to me.
Well, maybe when you're 70, you'll get a recliner.
Maybe. That's right. No, 80.
No party. No party.
We're gonna party with the recliner.
I know.
Maybe we ought to pile some money in here for him a recliner.
Yeah, there it is. A money
I
tree.
Or a special freezer.
You've got mine. I gave you guys mine. That's a recliner,
I
isn't it?
never said that. The cat's always there.
The cat's always, the cat gets the recliner.
And I thought I'd better check.
He doesn't have the thumbs though to make it recline. That Stephanie did most of that roast. Now everybody here knows I pick my nose. And
Hey, everybody picks it.
I know.
I know you do
Especially
too.
Daddy does it.
She doesn't have the high pressure type.